Hi, and welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. I'm Zoe from Learning Boosters. You can find us at www.learningboosters.com.au. Today's Wisdom Wednesday is all about anxiety and stress. And anxiety and stress is, it's part of everyday life, isn't it? So it's a normal and regular thing that can happen in our lives. But if your child is showing symptoms of irritation, they're angry, they're having trouble sleeping, as well as those physical symptoms of headache, fatigue, or stomach aches, and these things are happening pretty regularly in their lives, then it might be that there's something underlying happening there. So there could be some anxiety and stress actually happening in their life. These are actually symptoms of anxiety and stress. So some children will keep their worries to themselves and will not let you know what they're thinking or feeling. They may also not have the words to tell you what exactly is going on and what exactly they're feeling and thinking. So as a parent, we need to help guide them through these times and not shield them from them. 20% of school-aged children are experiencing anxiety symptoms. That's pretty high, 20%. So I guess your question is, well, yeah, anxiety and stress, it happens to all of us, but how can I help my child when they are in the midst of anxiety and stress? So I'm going to share about 9 different basic ideas for you. So I'm giving you the basics, basically. So number 1, encourage your child to face their fears and not to run away from them. So we all really would love to avoid what it is that we're afraid of and the situations that come around that we get afraid of and worried about. But let your child know that this anxiety and stress they're feeling about this particular situation will eventually go away. It will eventually reduce. So the important thing is to get them to actually face these fears. Tell your child that's okay to make mistakes. So this is number 2. It's normal to make mistakes, and it's how we actually learn. Get them to focus. So number 3 is get them to focus on the positives. So what's positive about their life? In the time that they're actually in the anxiety and stress, they probably won't be able to actually think about anything that's positive at that time. But after the situation has reduced, get the child to actually think about, well, what's positive? What's going on here and what's actually positive out of it? And also praise them up quite a bit. Number 4, scheduling relaxing activities. So everyone needs time to relax. Sometimes fun activities, even like sport, can become about competitiveness and less about fun. So they might really enjoy the sport, but they might get anxious and stressed about it because it's competitive. So make sure your child has that time every day to play a game or with toys or just to be silly, just to run around and be silly. Number 5, reward your child with a hug, with praise, a sticker or a treat. If you reward great behaviours, then those behaviours are going to repeat themselves and the children will become engaged in actually repeating those good behaviours. Number 6, encourage a good sleep routine. Now, so I know it's all very well, they get stuck on their machinery and their different electronic toys they have these days, and it's really hard to get them off them. So get them involved in actually setting down a good sleep routine. So set a regular time and stick to it. Even on the weekends, stick to that regular time. So it might be turning off all electronic devices 30 minutes before sleep. And the reason I'm suggesting that is because of the blue rays that come through the machinery, that actually interrupts their sleep patterns, or all of our sleep patterns. That's why it's not really good to go to bed and look at your phone or your iPad or whatever it is just before you go to sleep, because you're going to find it harder to get to sleep. And that way the brain actually has time to relax from that heightened state. 7, model self-care. and positive thinking. So modeling these things to your child is really important. Your child will do what you do. So if you avoid facing your fears, so will your child. If you run around all the time doing everything, being really, really busy, not enough time for anything, and you're anxious and stressed yourself because of that, then your child will model that also. If you take care of yourself and schedule time for your own needs, then your child will do the same. They will mirror what it is that you are doing. Number 8, encourage your child to express their anxiety, their worries, or their thoughts. So when they're doing this, try and be as present as you can. Try not to be on your phone or doing something else or even cooking dinner whilst they are expressing these thoughts and feelings to you. Try and be actually in the moment with them, so looking at them when they're actually talking and not distracted by something else. And this will also send your child that message that they're really important to you, and that their thoughts and feelings are really important to you. And try and validate what they're saying by using some open-ended questions like, and how does that make you feel? Or what happened next? Don't solve their problem for them. Help your child to identify the possible solutions. So sometimes kids can feel like, I don't know, I just don't know what to do, and I don't know how to work it out, and I don't have a solution. Try and talk through potential solutions. Give them more than one idea of how they might actually be able to work this out, and then ask them which they think would work best for them. This will help them start dealing with their own problems and will help build resilience towards these things. Number 9, so the last on our basics practical list is number 9, practice relaxation exercises with your child. So sometimes these really basic relaxation things like just breathing can be wonderful. So place a hand on the top of your chest and breathe in and breathe out, and get them to do that a couple of times. You can do it at the same time because that will help the child bring down the heightenedness of the anxiety and stress they're feeling. And then it may help them bring out, actually tell you what's going on, what they're thinking and what they're feeling. So remember, stay calm. And if you need to take a deep breath, take a deep breath. I hope these practical basics are going to help you in your next situation that you may have with your child. Now, I'm also going to add a free resource to help you. So you can download a free resource that will step you through the 10 common signs of stress and anxiety in children. And I will add a link to this actual blog. But in case it goes awry, it's learningboosters.com.au/product/the signs and excuses worksheet. Alternatively, you can go to www.learningboosters.com.au and go into the shop and look for the signs and excuses worksheet. It's a free resource. Please use it, and please let me know how you get on. I'll look forward to hearing your stories about what's actually helped your child. So I shall see you again soon. Bye now.